Here's a quick video on some of the problems that you might be having with your menus. I think what's happening is that anytime you want to create a menu, you're actually creating a whole new menu structure. So that's what you see when you go to the site. You actually see the menu structure of your CD menu. See, it's Dance Hall, Roots and Culture, Bob Marley. You don't necessarily have to create a whole new menu every time you want to add something to your existing menu. The one that we originally set up for you is your home menu. So if I click on select that, so if you look right here, it says Dance Hall, Roots and Culture, Bob Marley. Now if I was to change the primary menu, so right here where it says manage locations, the primary menu, if I was to change that back to home, click on save changes, then when I go back over to your website and refresh the page, you'll see that all the normal things are there. So what I recommend that you do is, instead of creating a whole new menu for CDs, actually create an item on this menu for CDs. So you've already got, books, body products, men's, women's, all that stuff. So what I can do is create a, create a custom link. Kind of like these right here. See where it says accessories? It's a custom link. Now you can't really have it blank, but if you put the number sign, that pound sign, it just links to the same page that you're on. So if somebody clicks on accessories, it's not actually going to do anything. So what I would do is I would go in and start a custom link, and the link text I would say CDs, and I would say add to menu. And it adds it to the menu all the way down at the bottom, which is okay because you can click on it and sort of drag it around. Now if you'll notice, I'm going to put this up by accessories here. If you'll notice, there's certain ones that are just regularly listed, and then there's some that are indented, kind of like this one where it says African Caribbean mask and carving. That's indented. So if you want one to be like a sub-menu of something, if I wanted like CDs to be a sub-menu of accessories, kind of like a drop-down, I could do it like this. Or if I wanted it to be its own menu, I could go like that. So some of the stuff that you had was, like you might have a page that has Bob Marley CDs on it. Or you might have a page that has, I don't know what some of the other CDs are. Let's see. So, let's say, I'll go to search, type in dance. So you got Dance Hall. So I can add that to the menu, and again, it adds it all the way down at the bottom, so I have to go down there and get it. And now I can click and move it, click and drag it around to wherever I want it to be. So in my case, I want it to be under the CDs structure here. So right here, see how it's indented? And now if I was to save that menu, go over to ecrwholesale.com, or no, earthcultureroots.com/ecrwholesale, then you'll see right up at the top here, right next to accessories, you'll see CD and then Dance Hall. So that's actually going to a page, whereas this is just kind of going to, nothing. The pound sign kind of means like nothing. It links to nowhere. So that's how you would add additional things to that. Now, one thing I might suggest that you do is your accessories menu is really long. Like people hover over accessories and then they have to scroll way down to get to accessories. One of the things that I would recommend is maybe under accessories, maybe try, try adding like categories under accessories. Maybe you've got under accessories, maybe you want to do a custom link. Remember, it goes to the pound sign, and maybe jewelry or something like that. Okay, so again, it adds it way down here. and then you can click and drag this up to wherever you'd like. So like right here, maybe under accessories, maybe under jewelry, you could have like necklaces, could be a sub item. Pendants could be a sub item. Rings could be a sub item. I don't know if wristbands would be jewelry. Certainly bracelets would be. So I'm making these all sub-items of a sub-item. Sounds kind of confusing, but it's kind of like a drop-down inside of a drop-down. So now, if I refresh the page, I have to give it a second here. If you go down to, oops. Let me refresh it one more time. If you go down to jewelry, now you see like a drop down inside of a drop down. So what I recommend, since your accessories list is so very long, I would highly recommend doing these sort of menus inside of menus. So again, anytime you see something that's indented below something, it means it's a sub-menu, and then you can have sub-menus of sub-menus. So that's my recommendation. But what I would do is always make sure that you're editing the home menu, and also remember anytime it looks weird, just go over to Manage Locations and make sure the primary menu is on Home right there. So if you have any other questions, 760-224-9413, or you can email me at aaron@grablegraphics.com. Thanks.